Golf Central. Brought to you by Titleist.
It was a magical moment for England's Danny Willett Sunday at Augusta National. The 28-year-old taking full advantage of Jordan Spieth's back nine collapse, becoming the first European player since Jose Maria Olazabal in 1999 to slip on the green jacket. Danny Willett didn't even know if he would be part of this year's Masters, not until his pregnant wife gave birth to their first child. Well, that happened 12 days early. That allowed him to make the long trip to Augusta, Georgia. After the green jacket presentation, the new father and golf's newest major champion sat down with Todd Lewis.
Danny, in just a few words, describe the belief that you had that you would win today when you arrived at the first tee.
Not belief that you'd win, belief that I knew that my game was in good shape and I knew that I could go out there and give myself a few chances. But knowing that golf's golf, things need to go your way. Guys have got to come back to me, I guess, this morning. We could go out there and shoot a good score, but Jordan still had to, not do anything special like he usually does. And yeah, it was just one of those days. We hit a lot of good golf shots, gave ourselves a lot of good chances, made some real crucial birdies at fantastic times, and then walked off the 18 at 5 under par, still obviously not knowing, how the day was going to finish and pan out. And then sat here a few hours later and with a green jacket on.
Same question, but where was that belief after you found out that Jordan had the quadruple bogey as you walked off the 15th green to the 16th tee?
Yeah, that was tricky. I had to go to the bathroom, so I actually think that probably helped.
Really?
Yeah, so I was there's totally obviously the bathrooms around here are few and far between, and I needed to go, and luckily that gave me a few minutes spare to actually gather your thoughts. I saw what happened on the board. I'd just parred 15. Westy had just chipped in for eagle. Spieth had just made a 7, I think. And in the space of, kind of 2 minutes, we were leading the Masters.
How did you collect your thoughts moving forward then?
Just kind of talking to yourself. Just keep going through the processes, Dan. Don't get too far ahead. Concentrate on what you're trying to do. Speak to John. Make sure that you're really verbal with John and that you're committing to good lines and good numbers, and just really trying to keep it very cliche in one shot at a time, taking everything step by step and go through your processes, and if you do them, then you never know what's going to happen. Fortunately, we stood up there with a great number on 16 and hit probably the best golf shot of the tournament.
Congratulations on winning the Masters, but also congratulations on the birth of your son, Zach. How were you able to gather your emotions in such a life-changing event and bring tremendous focus here to Augusta National?
I think a lot of that's down to Nick. She's been brilliant, knowing that she was going to be okay on her own. She's a tough cookie. Knowing that she was going to be fine looking after little man on her own, obviously with the help of her mum and my mum if they needed it. But her just saying, go play. I'll take care of everything back here. We'll be fine. You go play. Do your job and come home as quick as you can. Was kind of how I went about it. So I came here, very clear-minded in what I was trying to do. I was very patient all week. Mentally, I was very good, very calm. And the things kind of happened and fell into place.
Danny, I've seen you work on the range. I've seen you work on the course. I've seen you in the gym working very hard. You've obviously wanted to get to the level that you are now, and you're wearing the green jacket. Putting that on, did that meet or exceed the expectations for you?
It's still not sunk in. It's still very, very hard. I played great today, but there's still a little bit there of empathy for Jordan. It was his to lose, and unfortunately, he did kind of give it us a little bit. We still had to be there in a great position to be able to, take the opportunity and obviously finish on the score we did. But yeah, it was one of them roller coaster days, I guess, where if you were watching from home on the television, it must have been crazy to watch, to see everything that was going on, birdies, bogeys, triples. It's just that's Augusta at its finest, I guess.
You said you filled for Jordan. Was it uncomfortable, him putting that jacket on you?
No, he's a classy guy. Shook my hand, looked me in the eyes, said well played, great Sunday. That's, again, I've said it many times, that's the guy he is. He's going to win many more majors, many more green jackets, I guess. For him to be able to do that just proves, how good of a guy he really is.
You've earned that jacket. We'll see you at the Players. Congratulations again.
Thank you, bud. Thank you.
So just how special was Danny Willett's performance Sunday at Augusta National? This should easily answer that question. Willett is only the fourth player in the last 20 years of men's major championship history to record a bogey-free final round of 67 or better, joining Rory McIlroy, Phil Mickelson, and Tiger Woods. Time now for the Masters recap presented by Rolex. Who better to ask about how life-changing it is to win the Masters than someone who's won a green jacket? That would be Trevor Immelman, who captured it in 2008. I'm sure it still feels like it was yesterday. Like, you know what Danny Willett's going through. What's his life going to be like from now until next year's Masters?
Well, Lisa, it's going to be an absolute whirlwind for him. I mean, let's not forget that him and his wife just had their first child, and they're going to be trying to figure out how to be parents while he's going about this too. But it's going to be a lot of fun for him. He's going to have a blast. I think scheduling is the thing that he'll really learn to have to figure out real fast. He's going to have, you know, all sorts of corporate partners wanting time from him, and tournaments wanting him to come play. And he's going to have to find a way to keep his game sharp whilst doing all of that. So he's going to have a great time, but he'll have a few challenges, and he'll have to figure out his best way to go about it.
We've really seen the rise of Danny Willett, and this is kind of the culmination. I'm sure that there's a lot more in store that we'll see from him. But what about from a confidence level moving forward, just competing in these world-class events?
Well, I don't think he's ever really lacked confidence. He's always believed in himself. He's been a strong player at every level of the game, and I think he feels comfortable in this situation. And so I see him going from strength to strength, and I'm sure he'll be looking forward to the Players, to the US Open, to the other majors, and definitely looking forward to the Ryder Cup at the end of the year.
He won't have a lot of free time, but I'm sure that that's a problem he's happy to have. Trevor, thank you.